You know what I just realised?
What?
We forgot to do our intro.
Oh, shit.
That's okay. Let's do it now, and I'll edit it at the start as if we did it from the start.
Okay.
All right, Maddie, and kicking us off in 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Yeah, sweet. We'll edit that and make it sound like we didn't forget.
Right in the middle of the bowl story.
Take the rabbits
Do you want to talk about Phoebe?
Oh, well, we're a new podcast and we're trying to encourage our friends and family to get involved and support us.
To at the very least follow us.
At the very least,
At the
follow
very
our
least.
socials.
Yep.
At the least,
Yeah.
they could interact with them and help us boost in that way. But
Yep.
no pressure. But a little bit of pressure because my sisters, I have 2 sisters, and they are just being the least supportive. My little sister it's on brand for her because she doesn't do shit. But
Yep.
I talk to my big sister on a regular basis. So does Danny.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in a group chat together. And we've asked multiple times.
And her partner, Nick,
Oh,
one of the sweetest people in the entire world.
what a legend.
Why is he with her? We still don't know.
Rude.
He's liked it immediately. He likes our
Yes,
posts.
He loves all of our posts.
Yep.
He interacts and
Not Phoebe.
he's the most supportive. So we pestered her the other day. We gave her shit about not following our Insta. Next day, she gives us a follow. We were like, oh, great.
Yep.
Phoebe's on board.
Yep.
12 hours later, maybe.
Yep.
Unfollowed.
She unfollowed us.
She unfollowed us.
Yeah. And this is your sister. This is
my
what she does.
sister.
And it drives me insane.
Yeah.
It's like I love her but I hate her.
Same.
But she is just takes so much pleasure in just messing with people and feeling like she has power.
She
over them.
loves pushing buttons. So Danny noticed she unfollowed us. She's just trying to troll us.
Yeah.
So I came up with the solution to not address it verbally.
We're not going to say it.
We're not going to say anything.
And we're going to comfortably talk about it on the podcast.
because we know she doesn't listen.
No, well, she's not going to.
Of course she's not listening.
She's not listening. Yeah.
She listened to one episode and she had a lot of notes. So I don't think she's coming back.
No.
So anyway, our solution, we've unfollowed her Insta.
We've
on
unfollowed
all
her
of
on
our
Instagram.
accounts.
On her personal Insta,
Her
not her business or
personal
anything.
Insta, we've unfollowed on all of ours.
And we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to
going to
mention
address
it. Who knows if
leave it
she'll even?
there.
Who knows if she'll even notice it? But
I think eventually she will.
yep.
But we have a group chat on Insta as well. So, maybe she will eventually.
Do you think if she goes, because she actually said this to us yesterday, where she was like, "Oh, did you look at my story?" She told us. She's like, "Look at my story."
Yes.
And then we did look at her story, and then shortly after she unfollowed our podcast page. Do you think if that happens again, if she's like, "Oh, did you see my story?" Do we just go, "Oh, sorry, we don't follow you on Instagram"? do we just fess up and just be honest and go, "Oh, sorry, no, we don't. Oh, sorry, Phoebe, no, we don't follow you.
We're not going to see any of
We haven't seen your story for a while."
because it probably will be in weeks. Because she doesn't use Insta that much. That's the annoying thing. She sends us reels and messages, but she doesn't post much herself.
Maybe we'll have to bait her and be like, "Oh, did you see they're running a competition?"
Yeah. What are you
gotta-
doing this weekend?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
going to post anything?
Yeah, we just keep talking about Instagram.
How was that medieval fair? Didn't see any stories.
Yeah, my sister, I had a different approach with my sister following this podcast. And also, she listens.
Oh,
listens.
shout out to Cherie.
Shout out to Cherie.
Because she's listening.
And if you're in the Brisbane area or need any electrical repair needs, Moran Power Solutions, unofficial sponsor.
Plug.
But to be fair, she came to me and she asked me to do something to help boost her social media for her business. And then I said, how about we make a deal? Why don't you follow our page and like some of our reels? And
That's
she was like,
right.
okay. And then I got ChatGPT to write up an official contract that we both signed.
You actually signed
Yeah,
it.
we actually signed
That's
it.
great.
And we did it. We both saw through. See, that's the kind of relationship I have with my sister now.
Yeah, maybe I should write a contract for Phoebe.
Yeah.
She won't even look at it.
Yeah. No.
I'm not reading that.
So today we're talking about playground games.
Yeah.
I've called it, and I don't remember why, but dangerous playground games.
Oh,
but
well, I came up with that because I've got a couple of sketchy things we used to do as kids.
yeah, and knowing everything about your childhood so far and where you come from, I'm not super surprised.
Yeah, well, it's the country versus city thing again, I think. We had access to things that we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, and it was the 90s. No one cared.
I do. It's true. It's true. Safety, OHS was out the window.
Yeah, especially for kids. Everyone's like, just get them out of the house.
When we're talking about playground games, we're talking about like 44 Home,
Yeah.
Bullrush, all of that kind of stuff. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of come up with a list. So the first one that really comes to mind is the parachute and running underneath
Oh,
it.
fucking
Did you do that?
love that. That was great.
And that wasn't a recess or lunch game. That was
No.
that was organized by
in
the
the
teacher.
classroom game. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's a big,
it's a
what,
big
like a sheet?
circular. Not like a sheet. It's like a canvas kind of circle. It was a
Yes.
rainbow, right? It was in rainbow colors.
I don't. Did you have
We
like
had a
an
rainbow
official,
one.
like an official? Was there like you got this off a website and it was a subscription service or something? Well, I don't.
Yeah, bigrainbowparachute.com.
I think bigrainbowparachute.com. Yeah. I think you can do it with any kind of big ass kind of sheet.
You could have.
right?
Did
I don't think we had a rainbow.
Did you use a sheet?
Is it? Sorry.
Oh, that's
Is there an
Povo.
actual? I assumed that this game was played with something that was just some kind of a sheet. Are you saying that there was like an official thing that was made for this specific game?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have to.
It had handles. Did
Are
you
you
not have handles?
Okay,
What?
this is blowing my mind.
Are
This
you
is
serious?
yeah, I'm really surprised.
What-
I just assumed it was
Wait,
a
describe what you
parachute or
used.
something. Like I think what we're talking about. Okay, we need to sort of look up in real time what this is. I'm going to say the parachute game.
I think you're in the minority here. I reckon everyone would agree it was the circle rainbow thing.
Parachute activities. Okay, so I can see all of the
There it
activities.
is.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That.
Wow.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. What?
So this was an official.
Yeah. Did you not have that?
I don't know. Like I probably did, but I'm just surprised that this was like a thing. Like, how do I buy this? How do we buy this?
Go to bigrainbowparachute.com.
There's no way. There's no way.
I reckon it is.
Big rainbow parachute.
So I reckon there would be a website for like primary school games.
Wow, look at this.
See? It
That
came
one's
up,
quite
didn't
small though. Okay.
it? Yeah.
We'll post some photos
That was
on our
my
shorts and stuff.
favourite.
Wow, giant multicolored
Right?
parachute. Wow.
See? I reckon
You're
everyone
right, it
would
had
agree.
handles.
Yep, it's got handles. Did you play the one where you throw it up, you go inside, and then you pull it under your bum and you sit on it? Did you play that one?
I don't think we pulled it under the bum, but we definitely like
Ran under.
ran under, and oh my god, that was fun.
Yeah.
I wonder if kids of today do that.
I hope so.
I really do too.
That was the
That was
best.
top. You know,
It
the
really
parachute game
was.
I think.
Parachute game.
I think like kind of up the top.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
teachers would use it as like a reward or like an incentive. They're like, if you get, you know, this much work done, we'll do the parachute.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, fucking do your work. Do it. I'm watching
Everyone
you.
shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up, everyone. Behave. Behave. I have one story about the parachute
Oh,
game.
go for it.
So we were in, I think I was very young.
Mm.
It would have almost been preschool.
Mm.
We're doing the parachute game. So our teacher would choose one of us to go, or a few of us to go underneath and then it slowly came down on your head.
You
It was
didn't
like
have
a
everyone.
sensory
So-
experience.
Yeah, no, totally. So it wasn't everyone.
No, it was
from
just
memory,
a few of us.
from memory, ours was less organized. It was like
Okay.
every member himself.
Just chuck it up and
Everybody just fucking runs.
you
a lot of
headbutting
injuries.
each other. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
So yeah, she'd pick a few of us each time, and we'd go under and then let it come down on your head. And I went, so it was my turn. Throw it up. I step under, come down, and some little dickhead ran. Was probably someone like you. Bumped into me. I just remember getting under, closing my eyes because I was really relaxed. I was like, "Oh, this is really nice." He bumps into me, knocks me over. The teacher got so mad at
I
him.
can picture. Did you cry?
No.
You were just angry.
I was just mad.
I
yeah.
can picture your cross little face.
Yeah, I was just like, you ruined that experience for me, you little shit.
I love that you immediately projected on like probably someone like you.
Well, you said you were running around like mad under it.
I did. Yeah, but I think we all did. I don't think that was a...
But I can imagine particularly you.
Yeah, for sure.
Little
for sure.
ADHD, Danny. I'm just zooming around underneath it.
What about 44 Home?
That wasn't as prevalent in my life, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
We still played it in the schoolyard, 44 Home Bar. Did you call it 44 Home Bar?
No, I think ours was just 44 Home.
Why was it called that? Did you all run off?
It's because you count to 44.
Oh.
Yeah, you count to 44. I don't know why, but yeah, you count to 44 Home.
How did you play? You started in one spot, you all run off.
It was like tip, but whoever got tipped,
Yeah.
was then
They
joined that
in.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then became a seeker or a finder, I remember actually playing
So you had to try
that.
and sneak back to base without them seeing
You
you.
had to try and sneak back to base without them seeing you or run away from them,
Wow.
Yeah.
It was all very war games type stuff, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was high
playing
stakes.
I remember playing that game with some friends. I remember us like sneaking into the school after school just to play 44.
No,
Yeah.
You snuck into the school.
Well, it was. I don't know if like sneak in is it was pretty easy to get into the school. Like you just jumped over the tiny little fence. Like it wasn't. You know what I mean?
But why'd you go there and not someone's house?
Because it was an empty, deserted school, and there were so many places to hide.
Yeah, that's fun.
Bullrush.
Yeah. So is Bullrush the one where if you get snagged, you have to join in?
Bullrush, from memory, was the biggest kids getting fucked up.
Yeah, you
game.
got really. That was a tackle.
It was
game.
everyone running at each other.
That was high contact.
That was like, I would be very surprised if they still played Bullrush. How do you play
I wonder
Bullrush?
actually if kids are allowed to play it anymore.
I don't think they'd be allowed to play any of this stuff. It
They-
was so physical and violent.
Yeah, it was.
So many accidents.
It was
Bullrush.
violent. Oh, yeah. So if you get tagged, this starts with one person in, everyone charges at you and tries to get to the other side. You have to tag as many people as you can.
That's
people that
right.
get tagged have to
Yes.
join in.
That's right.
And they get dwindled down.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. So you run. So there's people that are spread out across the field. Let's
Yeah.
say like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And
No, it
yeah.
starts with one, doesn't
Yes.
it?
No, is it?
I think it's
it'd
just
be
one.
pretty easy to. It would be pretty easy to.
No, because you have to stay within the boundaries. And they start, it depends how many people you've got, but
1 or 2 chasers standing. Oh, so people. So okay, so they didn't have to stand in place. So
No.
they got to chase.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Chasers standing in the middle of a field in front of a large group of children. The chasers tried to tag or tackle the children as they ran to the other side. Tagged children became chasers.
Yeah.
The game lasted until one person was left
Yeah.
untagged.
Did you ever win?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, I
don't
doubt I
know.
ever won.
I feel like if I did, I would have that story. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't think that's something you forget winning Bullrush.
That would be your
You know?
one triumphant story.
I feel like it, yeah. I mean, yeah, I want to say like, oh, no, maybe I did. But I'm like, no, I feel like that would be with you forever.
and there was always
winning
that
Bullrush.
one boy that won every time.
Yeah. There was the fast sporty kids.
Fast sporty
Never
kid.
Never me.
Not me either.
No, I didn't even. I played soccer, and I think I never scored a goal
Oh.
the whole season. And then once I accidentally kicked it into our own goal.
I would have done that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I played soccer too.
Did you?
Yeah.
No. How
Yeah,
old were you? Do you have any
little.
video? We used to have a lot of video of me
Oh,
playing
you have
soccer.
video of everything.
I know.
I've got nothing.
I
I've got
know.
no video. My stupid hippie parents. Sorry, Mum.
Yeah.
But they just didn't. We didn't have a video camera.
Really?
No, not until
So
I was
funny.
sort of in my teens, I think. What position were you in soccer?
Oh, stay out of the way. The position of just don't get in the kids who know how to play's way.
I was on the bench. That
Yeah, I
was
think
my
I was on the bench.
position.
I remember I used to be so ADHD. I remember I would just get distracted. I'll never forget this. I don't remember even how I got down there, but I remember I kneeled down and just started rolling my finger in the dirt and like digging
Oh.
during a game.
Oh.
And the coach screamed at me going, Daniel, what are you doing? Get up, get in there. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
Get in there.
Like I forgot we were playing soccer.
Get in there, boy. What are you doing? Little ADHD, Danny.
Yeah.
I was playing in the dirt. You'll never guess what I was.
Oh yeah, what position? Okay, well I'm not going to. I will preface this by saying I don't know anything about positions. Yeah.
Well, I was at the back because I had a big kick.
You had a big kick?
Yeah. I could kick the ball really far.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you take it real serious?
Yeah.
Were you like, Sophie, get up there? Here comes the big kick.
Yeah.
Did you have a name for your kick? You guys ready for the old sonic boom?
Well, our coach always put me at
Did they
the
call
back.
you Bigfoot? What did they call you?
Bigfoot. Here she comes.
Oh no! Were you out
Stomping
one
down.
game and they completely failed? We just can't get the ball far enough. Where's old Bigfoot? Then you come back. Wah, wah, with your big stomping foot. Boom, boom. No. They're on the field. It's halftime. They're drinking orange juice and they, like Jurassic Park where the fucking where the water shakes. Your big stomping foot.
Ripples.
Boom. Boom. Ripples. What's that? Could it be? Boom. Boom.
No, I was a very small child, so I think
I know, but you had a giant foot.
just one big foot.
It's one huge foot. This explains it. No, I'm joking.
Well, I was the secret weapon because I didn't look like I could kick far.
Yeah. How did you develop this skill?
I don't know. I'd just take a big run up at it and kick it as hard as I could.
You know what? Not a bad strategy. Not a bad strategy. You're getting interviewed post game. How do you do that? Well, I just took a big run up at it and I just give it a big kick.
So I'd always get it away from our goal,
Yeah, right.
People
So
were
you were a defender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were a bit scared of me because I kick it so hard.
I wish you had footage of this.
Me too. Well, you know how you had the uniforms, like the jerseys?
Yeah, yours had yours said BF.
Mine was too long.
BF 92.
Mine came down to my knees. Because I was so short.
You really were a secret weapon.
I know.
You were the hustler. You were the
Yeah,
hustler.
I
They'd walk in and go,
hustled hard.
"Pff, look at that little pipsqueak.
Yeah.
And then the coach would look at you and wink and go, you're up, Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
You're up, Bigfoot. That's fantastic.
What else?
Oh, no. I'm sort of not done with this big kick thing. Did you guys go far? Did you get into the championships or anything?
Oh, no.
Did that kick get...
I don't
Did you turn the season around?
I don't think we were very good. I did witness a girl, I think she broke her arm once.
Because you kicked it at her?
No, luckily I wasn't involved in that.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah. It was,
Shit.
it was
On the
traumatic.
field. Yeah, on the field, like you saw it.
Yeah,
Broke
we-
her arm.
Ambulance had to come onto the field. It was bad. Yeah. Yeah, bad.
I don't think I ever saw an injury that bad.
And one mum came out and she was giving, so the girl that was kind of, her fault, it wasn't her fault, but she tripped the girl over
Sure.
accidentally. She was really distraught. And one mum came onto the field and gave her rescue remedy.
What's rescue remedy?
Oh, you don't know what rescue remedy is?
No.
It's this liquid. It can also come in like these little chewable tablet thingies. I think it's made out of calendula or something.
What does it
It's
do?
a herbal like relaxant.
Oh, that is so funny.
I know.
Who did she give
All
that
the
to?
hippie mums would have had it.
Who did she give that to?
The child that was losing her shit about tripping the girl over.
So not the girl that was in physical pain.
No, I don't think she was going near her. She's like, nah, she's fine.
She's like, that's a little bit above my pay grade.
I'm going to the girl in emotional distress.
I believe in herbal supplements, but not that much. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't see any, I don't think I witnessed any type of full physical injuries because, I played soccer. I played basketball. My brother was the coach. Yeah.
Did he favour you?
Nah, not really. No. I wasn't that good. No, I was okay. We had a hoop at home, so I used to practice a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
We had a hoop in our driveway, so I was like okay at shooting because I practiced a lot.
Did you
but-
do the tricks where you know the alley oop or whatever?
No, I
you
was
call
really
it?
short. Did you know that I was the shortest in my year?
Oh.
Did you know that though?
No.
Yeah, literally.
When did you grow?
After I left high school.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're still short in high school.
Yeah, I was one of the shortest in the year.
Because for reference, Danny's about, 6 foot?
About 9 foot, yeah.
I grew 3 foot when I was 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
That's so interesting.
I was the shortest in my year, and the pediatrician was like, you know, my mom, like my parents were concerned. They were like, he's still really short.
He's tiny.
And
Is he going to be a tiny little man?
and he was like, he's going to be the tallest in the family.
What?
Yeah.
How
and
do
I
they
was.
know that?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Wait, when was this? When you were younger?
About 6 weeks ago. Anyway, so look, that's sport. I mean, did you play any other sports?
I played netball.
Oh, yeah? Were you good at netball?
I was
Did you bring your
alright.
big foot out? Were you the secret weapon in the netball team as well? I was the shover.
No, you can't use your feet.
I know.
I know. Yeah, no, I was pretty good. I
Yeah.
was all right. I was good at throwing and stuff.
Okay.
I was coordinated, but I stopped because I wanted to focus on dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted to talk about
Yeah.
in this podcast was our made-up dangerous country games.
Yes, that's what. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your. You've got a list of ones that you've brought.
I have at least 2 that I want to share.
Yeah, I think I wrote 3 down, but yeah,
Oh,
let's go.
okay.
I'll pull them up in a sec. But yeah, go on.
Well, the first one, so we played this at home. We had a trampoline, right? I think most country kids. You know, we had those old school trampolines where you don't really have any padding on the springs. It's just a kind of free for all, and if you land on the springs, you just fuck yourself up.
Oh yeah.
And no one really
my mate had,
cares.
yeah. They were the old school.
Yeah.
There wasn't any.
They
padding.
don't exist
There
anymore,
wasn't-
I don't think.
There wasn't any covering.
Yeah, no covering.
It was like good luck.
Yeah, it came with it, but then it would slowly degrade, and you'd just fuck it off. And
Yeah.
then, so we had one of those trampolines.
Yeah.
And we used to get the hose on it and wet the whole thing.
Wet the whole thing.
Yeah, wet the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we'd pour detergent on it. We'd get it all soapy.
Oh my God.
And we'd just slip and slide around on it.
Yeah.
That was really fun. And, you'd just like slide off and like fuck yourself up on the
Wait,
springs.
and while you were jumping as well?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You and the 2 sisters?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
But we'd
gosh.
also have friends over and get them involved as well.
What would you call this game? What was this game called?
It's just a trampoline game.
Was there ever any injuries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Not bad ones that I remember. Like we were pretty lucky.
Yeah.
But then so we'd get it all soapy,
Yep.
jump around on it, slip and slide. Then we'd flip the trampoline on its side.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
Like a
Mat
like you could use
forward.
it for a goal.
yes.
Yeah, like you could use that for a soccer goal. That's kind of how it looks. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'd go about, as far back as we could, 5-10 meters.
Yeah.
We'd all charge at it. Grab onto the top and tip it back over on its feet while we were hanging onto it.
You guys are psycho. What the fuck?
So
This is like
we'd be hanging
this is
on.
real dangerous like jackass shit. This is a game that you would play?
Yeah, we
You could have got annihilated on that.
do it all the time. Like every weekend in summer kind of thing.
Gee, like
Yeah.
that thing could have toppled over and flattened you.
Yeah. So we'd grab on. So we'd be hanging. We'd
Yeah.
grab onto the opposite bar, the top bar, and then the force of us slamming into it would force it back on its feet, and we'd end up laying on our belly on the trampoline. You know what I mean?
And would you have some victory noise? You go Bazinga! As you like, what? What?
Well, and it was also, people would get left behind.
People didn't make it. It was every man for themselves.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
This is sort of just storming the beaches kind of moment. Like we don't just
would you scream? Yeah. Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Grab on, and if you lost your grip, then you're fucked. Like
Wow. And you could have like. Wow.
yeah, the other
Where
bar.
was the parents during this?
Oh, just inside.
It's like, they're having fun.
They
I
had
mean,
a-
no one ever got. I mean, they were right to not be too concerned because you guys were fine. So the trampoline wet soapy game, which is,
Yeah.
it's so funny when I hear that as that's one of your games because it's just like, why is the trampoline not fun enough? Do you know what I mean? Why do you have to add
Danger.
this Japanese game show style fucking? No, we're gonna jump up on there, but we're gonna put wet soap on there. So while you're jumping, you could slip over and legitimately like crack your head open. Like it was already dangerous enough, and you put wet soap on there.
Yeah.
Did no one got a serious injury?
No, not that I can recall. There were definitely pinches in the springs. That
Sure.
happened heaps.
Yeah.
And you'd tumble off and like pinch your bum or
Yeah.
pinch your arm or whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised if I messed myself up on the trampoline or something.
Yeah, well, my little sister broke her arm falling off the trampoline. She used to go
Yeah.
on it a lot.
Mm.
Every afternoon from school, she'd spend 2 hours on it just flipping.
She
and
broke something?
She broke her arm.
Oh my God.
And she'd still do trampoline after she broke it. It was in a
Yeah.
cast. She'd still jump on the trampoline.
She just loved it.
She loved it so much.
Did you ride bikes?
Yeah, we rode bikes.
Yeah,
heaps.
I loved. Yeah,
That
that was a
fun.
huge part of my childhood was riding bikes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Did you wear a helmet?
I did sometimes, but I feel like there were times where I didn't.
Yeah, we definitely didn't much.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a lot of my. It was real 90s style. Like there were bullies around the neighborhood. And if you were riding your bike, they'd be all mean and stuff. And, yeah. But there was also one time that I got, I would go far by myself. I went up to this place called Red Hill, which is near Beacon Hill. They actually shot the movie BMX Bandits there, which I think Kylie Minogue is in.
Oh my God,
It was
how
like some
exciting.
weird 80s movie. Yeah. But it's a very, very high. It's the highest point in the Northern Beaches. And you go down these massive, very steep hills. And I used to go up there and go on my bike. And one time I lost the grip or balance and came flying off and smashed into, I don't know, if it was a pole or the whatever. And I was covered in scratches and bruises and all of this stuff. And this guy came running out of his house because he heard me because I must have been screaming so loud. And he was just like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And he called my parents to pick me up and they got me in like a dead old bath because I was just I was in so much pain.
God.
Yeah.
And you didn't break anything.
I've never, I'm going to touch wood right now. I have never in my life broken a bone.
Wow.
Have you?
Just a finger and a toe.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I've never broken a bone.
God.
Yeah.
Even when you smashed into a pole flying off your bike.
I don't know if it was a pole. I can't remember. It was something.
Just
But
imagining.
I was in so much pain though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you poor little thing.
Yeah. But I didn't break anything. I don't think I've even sprained anything. I've been very lucky. So I have no idea what that feels like. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Touch wood again. Gonna just keep touching wood. The other story I really quickly wanted to share was my sister and I were playing with a tennis racket and tennis ball out the front of the house. I stood too close to her, behind her.
Oh, no.
And she whipped that thing back and the tennis racket got stuck in my head.
Oh.
Do you see this? The scar's still there. It was in my eyebrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So my right eyebrow has a scar on it.
No, it's your other one.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
No. That's my
that's
eyebrow
something
piercing.
else.
That's
Okay.
my eyebrow piercing.
You're so cool.
I know. So many scars. Yeah.
Yeah, yuck. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Did you go to the hospital?
I did. No, we went to the medical center and I got stitches. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was bad.
gross. The other one that I thought about was the electric fence.
Yes, and I really want to remind you, this is how fucking crazy your childhood is. 'Cause the other one you want to talk about is the electric fence game. But I want to remind you, the other thing that you wrote down, which you're not remembering, is the banging on your chest and passing out game.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
So
That was a
let's-
bad one, yeah.
Tell me the electric fence.
Good.
Tell me the electric fence story.
Okay, so we wouldn't do this that often,
Yeah.
but we had an electric fence at our place because we lived on a bit of a farm. Like, we didn't really have that many farm animals. We had some horses and stuff.
Yeah.
We had an electric fence. And so what we came up with this really fun game where one of us, so we'd hold hands, right? There were a few of us. We'd all hold hands. Then the person closest to the fence had to grab onto the electric fence
Oh no.
and see if we felt it through each other.
Yeah.
And we did.
Yeah, that's conductor, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it was mild if you were on the end. It was mild-ish when you hold it. Like, it wasn't a strong electric fence. So
No.
when you grabbed it, it was a big kick.
It was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it didn't do any damage.
I've heard that electric fences, I've heard when you get shocked like that, it actually constricts your muscles and it's like impossible to let go.
I can't remember that exactly. From what I can remember, that didn't really happen, or we'd have to kind of pull each other off. But yeah, that was fun. Sometimes we did it at our birthday parties.
Was it like one of the organised activities? Okay, now we're going to play pin the tail on the donkey. And now we're going to play the electric fence game. Come on, kids, let's all have an electric fence.
Yeah.
One of the parents is there. Oh, sorry, what did they just say?
They didn't give a shit.
I'm sorry, what did they say?
No.
What the fuck did they just say?
They didn't.
No,
care.
all of the so these are country parents. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking go for the electric fence. Don't worry about it.
I don't remember if the parents knew about it.
This was a secret game.
I don't know. It can't have been that secret because we were in plain view of the house. It's not like we were like down the back paddock kind of thing.
Okay, so that's the electric fence game.
Yeah.
So was there an object of the game, or was it just like, hey, let's go and feel the conducting? Just because it was weird. This was like you guys doing nangs, basically.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
a bit like a Nang thing.
Yeah. It was like a very, very early version of drugs.
Sometimes we would have games where we would touch something else to the fence and see if that would come through.
Would conduct, yeah. Like what?
like a piece of grass or
A piece of grass.
Yeah.
I imagine that wouldn't conduct, would it?
don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Or you
So
know,
this, yeah, you could have
shoe.
really, yeah, you could have, well, that's rubber, that's not
Yeah,
working.
yeah, I
so
don't think
I would
that
have been that
works.
kid. I would have been that kid back then going, oh, well, that's not going to work. That's right. No, grass isn't going to work. And they're like, let's fucking put Danny's face on the electric fence. I hate this city kid so much. I hate him. Guys, that's not going to work. I don't think, no, well, that's rubber. So
Rubber's not a conductor.
rubber's not a conductor. I don't know if I would have known that back then. Well, actually, a lot of my electric...
Well, no, you use a sheet as a parachute.
That's true.
Didn't even have a proper parachute.
A lot of my electricity knowledge comes from Pokemon, believe it or not. Water
Pikachu.
conducts... Well, yeah, and water types weak, and that in real life holds up.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you have an electric type Pokemon and it's battling a water type Pokemon, they are fucked.
The electric one is fucked
No, the water one's fucked.
because water's a
Thunderbolt.
conductor.
Or Thundershock, you're dead. Staryu, you're dead. Starmie, you're dead. However, Geodude, Rock Pokemon, Thundershock on that bad boy, Hey, guess what? Didn't even feel it.
What are
Was
these Pokemon?
You don't know Geodude?
Don't know.
You don't
any
know.
of these.
You don't know Staryu?
No.
You don't know
idea.
Starmie?
No. Staryu, Starmie, Starwee.
And then there were ones that didn't make sense though. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah,
we're gonna
God.
we're gonna have another episode that's probably dedicated to just Pokemon and at least cartoons.
Yeah,
But-
Phoebe will have notes on this one.
I
She
know.
thinks we ramble too much.
You guys go off on tangents.
I just want more structure to
I
it.
want more structure to it, which is why I have unfollowed. I followed, and you were allowed to feel my follow for a few hours. However, now I have retracted. When you get better and improve, perhaps I will follow your page again.
I gave you one chance
Right.
and you failed. You've displeased me.
You've displeased me. Let's talk about the chess pass out game.
Yeah, so I can't believe you never did this.
Why? Fuck you. Fuck.
When
Maddie, listen to all of the wild shit that you've listed so far. No, I didn't do any of this shit. The
Well,
electric fence game, The fucking slip and slide trampoline, the every man for themselves death tunnel trampoline game. No. I did definitely do some weird, dangerous stuff. I can't remember a ton of it, but like that, yeah, none of this.
Well, I think this was kind of a well-known, it was a taboo kind of one of those legends.
Urban legend sort of things, sure.
One of those
and then
things.
It's like, let's do it and see if it works.
Let's do it, yeah. So what you do is you hyperventilate for a certain amount of time.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
So you like pant, right?
Yeah.
Then you stand against the wall and you hold your breath, someone presses hard against your chest and you lose consciousness.
You country kids just had nothing to do. You just had nothing. You were just in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by just nothingness and grass and dangerous animals and sisters that are just shitting in driveways. This is all self-destructive shit. This is all a response to being in the middle of fucking nowhere.
You might be onto something, actually. It's all pretty dangerous, really. Like, now that I think about it,
That's why I've never heard of the chest passing out game.
It's bad.
And so did it work?
Yeah, it worked, yeah. Like, we could do it right now if you want.
No, I think...
I think I'm good.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right.
But, you pissed on a TV.
And you shat in your sister's room. Do you want to play a game of chess? Is that what we're doing?
It's like, because I will win this game.
I don't know if I would, but...
Did you ever play Brandy?
No.
Oh, didn't you?
Let me guess. Okay, so you're all in a line and you say, Brandy, and you punch the person in front of you in the back of the head as hard as you can. Now, if they fall face first, you kick them in the chest. Now, if they go, ooh, you turn them over and you continually
stomp on their crotch.
That's when you say, Brandy.
And that's how you win.
And that's how you play.
That's how you win Brandy.
What is Brandy?
You
Pray
don't
do
know
tell.
what Brandy
I don't know what Brandy is.
Oh, my God.
What is it?
I never played, but I saw the boys playing it. So the boys would play this all the time. Mm-hmm. So from what I could gather, they either played it during handball. Mm-hmm. And basically, if you lost handball, you had to stand against the wall and then they just pegged the ball at you as hard as they could. Like facing the wall. So they'd usually try and get you right in the bum. Or they'd play Brandy on its own without the handball part.
90s kids were a bit fucked.
Sometimes they'd pull their pants down.
Did you play this game?
No, I was never involved in Brandy. I was
Brandy
scared of.
sounds familiar now.
Yeah, I'm
Brandy
sure
actually does sound
it would
familiar.
have been at your school.
I think, yeah.
But, the teachers used to try and ban it, but they'd still play it.
Yeah. Maybe these dangerous games were around and I either just didn't participate or I just blocked it out. I was definitely scared of those games.
I was.
I was a little child, very small.
No,
Yeah.
Baby Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared of Brandy. I would never play Brandy.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Yeah, just having a ball pegged
I do remember
bum.
I remember every second week the school would ban stuff, There'd be some new thing that the kids were trying to do.
Yeah.
And they'd just ban them. Yeah. No more of that. Nope.
Yeah, I remember in primary school there were two boys, two of my, friends' boys. They just started kicking each other in the balls. And that was a game for them.
They just kick each other in the balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember getting a lift home with one of them. And his mum was trying to address it in the car. It was really awkward.
So were you there when he addressed it with his mum?
The mum brought it up because she'd been liaising with the other mum and they'd discussed one of them having bruises on the testicles.
How did she know?
I don't
Did you do
know.
ball check
Maybe.
every night?
Maybe.
All right, kids, bedtime.
Quick ball check.
Quick ball check.
Pants down. Here we go.
Let's check it out. Yep.
What are these from? The Bruces. Anything else from you?
Ooh, no, nothing that I can remember. I do remember playing tip, you know.
Did you call it tip or some people called it tiggy?
Oh, God.
I'm not saying I did. We
Tiggy.
called it tips, I think.
Actually,
yeah.
okay, I think we've had this conversation. Just a quickly side note. Did you call it jig or wag?
Wag.
Me too.
Who called it jig?
A lot of people.
Jig.
Jig school, yeah.
No.
Yeah, we jigged school.
That's stupid.
I know. I know.
We should put up a poll. There's so many polls in this episode.
I know.
We need to know about
I'm gonna
who
start
did the
putting on-
chest pressing game.
Yeah.
Who had the round parachute, or were you like Danny and don't know what the fuck a real normal rainbow parachute looks like? Did you use a fitted sheet? What did you use?
Yeah, no, I do remember playing tip, and I remember I was quite young, and this was a manipulative move on Danny Giles' part. We were young, maybe year 1, year 2.
Okay. Trying to justify yourself.
So I was like, we were playing tip, and I said, let's change the rules. Let's do something fun. Why not in the middle of a game, right?
Yeah.
If someone says reset, we'll reset and we'll count again, and we'll, you know what I mean? Because you know how you go like eeny meeny miny mo or whatever, and then this person is it, and then that person has to
Yeah.
chase them. And then everyone was like, okay, and then I just call reset every time I got tipped. And I think it lasted 3 times, and then one of the kids went, hang on, you're just saying reset every time you get tipped.
You little shit.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. That's true.
You invented a loophole for yourself.
I did. Yeah,
That's so naughty.
I did. I know.
That's funny though. It's
Yeah.
inventive.
What about,
Did you ever play Stuck in the Mud?
yeah, Stuck in the Mud was lit.
Yeah.
Oh, my
How
God.
could we forget
How
Stuck
did we
in the
forget
Mud?
Stuck in the Mud? I want to play that right now.
Me too.
Oh.
Should we?
Now, how did you play?
So it's kind
There
of
were 2
like
teams.
tips.
Yeah, there were 2 teams.
No.
Really?
No, there wasn't 2 teams. Okay, this is how you play. Someone was in.
Yeah.
If you got tagged, you have to stay still.
Yeah.
Someone else has to crawl through your legs to release you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Then you're released again.
Yes.
I don't know how you won though. You'd have to tip everyone before they could release people. Yeah, so when you were tipped, you were stuck in the mud.
Stuck in the mud.
Then you
Let's
had
have a
to, if someone came up to you, you open your legs and they crawl through. And imagine how exhausting it would be. Like if we tried to do that now, if we had a half-hour recess and tried to play Stuck in the Mud for half an hour, imagine how tired we'd be.
Well, I think that's why these games are kids' games, because they've got so much energy and they
Yeah.
need to just run around and
Just
expend
endless.
it. And Duck Duck Goose.
Duck Duck Goose was good.
Yeah, that was more an indoor game.
Did you play silly words? Like, did you change the words? We used to do poo and toilet, I think. Of course we did. My life was
That-
just poo.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay. Poo, poo. And what you would do is instead of saying poo, you would poo on each person. So you'd all sit in a row and you go, okay, poo. Okay, poo. And the parents would just sit there and just drinking wines going, God, our kids are fucked up. Or they'd all sit there and look at Beth and go, what is wrong with your kids? They're beating each other on the chest and passing out.
It was just us.
They're trying to kill each other.
It was no one else. Like, I'm just assuming it was all country kids, but it was just us.
Yeah, it was just you guys. You guys were the poo patrol. Poo patrol, poo patrol. The 3 of you have your own opening credits. God damn, girl. Oh, my better half. Here she is.
You're welcome.
The leader of the poo patrol.
You should be so
I'm
lucky.
so lucky. No, I am very lucky. I am just as bad. Oh, God.
Mr. Farty Pants.
I'm
over
Farty
there.
Pants. That's me. That is me.
Okay, is that it, or should we sign off?
Thanks for listening to Dangerous Playground Games. You can follow us on social media. It's at rememberthatpodcast. No. Okay. Sorry.
God, he's doing social shout outs.
We have to.
Wow.
I'm like so ashamed. So ashamed. We have to. If we want this to grow, we have to. I am trying my hardest. I am putting the clips up. I am sharing them on social media.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, Danny does all of that. I don't do shit.
But you are the talent.
Well,
And that's okay. Because I used to do this for a job.
there's poo pants over here.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Good night, kids. Oh, did you want to continue with your social shout?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
So sorry.
Not only do you not do work, you sabotaged. You can follow me at Okay, fuck it. That'll do. We plugged our podcast. That'll do. Let's wrap it up. Maybe next time. We'll try again next time.
Good try, though.
Good night, kids.
Good night, kids.